Hi guys, Arindam here, and in this experimental video I will test out the movement speed of player characters. So there are a couple of questions related to player movement speed. For example, how fast will a level 190 character be compared to a level 1 character if the 190 character were to put every single of its points into movement speed? How much difference will focal chilli make? Will swamp fever and lamprey actually increase the movement speed, and if so, by how much? And finally, we are going to compare a level 1 movement speed character with the fastest possible character you can possibly get in this arc. Now, for this test, I have actually constructed this. I've gone back to the island map, which is my favorite map. I have decreased the frame rates to, I've decreased the settings to as low as possible to ensure that I do not get any frame drops, and I've constructed this gigantic straight race course. It's a very gigantic track, and this should help me to assuage any concerns if I have with the race. I will also be trying to compare how fast the fastest character in ARK can be versus, say, an Alpha Raptor, a Gallimimus, and even an Alpha T-Rex. All of this should help us compare the different ways in which we can help improve our movement speed, which can lead to some rather funny situations, especially in PvP. So, without any further ado, let us start the test. So in the first test, we are going to go with a level 1 character with exactly 100% movement speed, and I'm currently in creative mode just to see that I have infinite stamina to run the entire course. So we are going to do a sprint of the entire race, and we are going to see how fast our character is. So with that being said, let me start with 3, 2, 1 and go. And we are very near the
Double
end.
kill!
So that was the first one. Okay, in test number 2, we're going to have a default character, but we're going to have some tech leggings with some element, just to see how fast a default character can move with the tech leggings. So we're going to start off in 3, 2, 1 and go.
Godlike!
In test number 3, we finally have a character in which we have put all of the 189 level ups into movement speed, which is here, and now I'm going to be doing this speed race with two different movement, one with the normal walking speed and one with the sprinting speed. So first of all, let's do it with the walking speed. So we're going to start off in 3, 2, 1 and go. This is walking, by the way. We are just walking. I have not pressed the sprint key. And yes, it is exactly as fast as you can see here. You are literally the running man.
Triple kill!
Okay, now I'm going to be showing you the exact same speed, but this time we're going to be doing the sprinting. So we're going to start off in 3, 2, 1 and go. This is the full sprint speed. Done.
Mega kill!
can understand how fast this guy was already. And we have not even put focal chili and the other special ingredients yet. So, okay, now let's do Tek Leggings plus 190 movement speed or 190 sprinting speed. So we're going to do a full run with 190 sprinting, and we're going to also use the Tek Leggings speed. So we're going to start off in 3, 2, 1 and go.
Ultra kill.
Done. Okay, now let us do 190 movement speed plus focal chili. And focal chili is supposed to give us an additional 50% movement speed. So we're going to be doing sprinting plus focal chili. So let's first eat it. Focal chili has been eaten. Now we're going to be doing the sprinting. In 3, 2, 1 and go. Yes, we are already the Flash now. I cannot imagine how fast this is going to be later on.
Unstoppable.
Okay, so now we already have focal chili with us, and we're going to make sure that this diseased lich targets me. Need to turn off creative for this. And now we have swamp fever. Swamp fever actually gives a 20% increase in movement speed. And we have 20% movement speed from the swamp fever, 50% from focal chili, and we have around okay, you see right that 383% has now become 460%. And now we are going to see how fast we are. We're going to sprint the entire course in 3, 2, 1 and go.
Monster
Done.
kill.
Okay, there is one more way we can use to increase our existing movement speed. For that, we need to have a Lamprey from Aberration. And yay! We have Lamprey Poison again. And Lamprey Poison gives you an additional 20% boost in movement speed. So even though it is still 460% and I have two of these things in my chest, I am still a lot faster than when I just had a swamp fever. So uh, this guy, the guy that we are currently have with two of these things sticking out like this, look at that. This guy is actually the fastest guy on ARK, except if you're going to be using Tek Leggings. So now I'm going to be showing you 190 movement speed, 189 level ups in movement speed, plus focal chili, plus swamp fever, plus lamprey poison. This is the fastest guy on ARK. So ready? So we're going to start off in 3, 2, 1 and go. And yes, this is the fastest guy in ARK. Look at the speed. Done.
Holy shit.
But this is a moment that needs to be captured. So let me turn off this thing and I'm going to be doing this. But wait, there are still a lot more tests to go. We're going to be doing this test now exactly like this, but also with Tek Leggings. This guy should be the fastest guy on ARK now. So everything is set. We have pressed the right shift and sprinting is toggled on. And now we're going to doing, okay, the big test. 189 level ups in movement speed, plus swamp fever, plus lamprey poison, plus focal chili, plus Tek Leggings. The fastest character on ARK. So we're going to do it in 3, 2, 1 and go. This is it, the fastest guy.
Ludicrous kill.
Okay, that was the fastest guy on ARK you can ever be. I'm going to be showing you how fast this guy is in comparison to say Alpha Raptor, Alpha T-Rex or Gallimimus. Okay, I am just walking by the way, and this is the current speed that I have. If I were to swim without using any of the tech abilities, this is how fast I'm swimming. I'm going to be covering the swimming part in a completely separate video, but you can imagine how fast I am currently. I am faster than an ichthyosaurus or a manta. Check this out. They cannot catch me. They literally cannot catch me. Okay, now let's head back to the tests and complete the remaining ones. Okay, so now that you have seen the fastest guy on ARK, I would like you to see how fast this guy is compared to the fastest creatures that you generally think of them are. So Gallimimus is fast, Alpha Raptors are fast, and a wild Alpha T-Rex is the fastest enemy creature that you will find. They also happen to be one of the few things that actually use their sprinting movement. Unlike normal creatures, we just use walking movement. To make sure this video is fair and the tests are all fair, I've actually force-tamed all of them at level 1, so their stats are not modified in any way. Well, we're still going to get a couple of increase in stats, but the movement speed is always at 100%. Well, this one will be 120% unfortunately, but okay, that's okay. Let's come here. Let's come here and let's position this guy somewhere here. We want to ensure that the test with the Gallimimus is perfect. So, starting off with the Gallimimus test at first. So we're going to start off with Gallimimus in 3, 2, 1 and go. This guy is fast, but nowhere near as fast as our level 190 guy. And we are done.
Last place.
Now, let's do something. Let's do the same test with Alpha Raptor and Alpha Rex just to ensure how fast they are. You do understand that Gallimimus is one of the fastest creatures and they are primarily used for being fast. They are really good for moving things from one place to another. Now, let's see how fast an Alpha Raptor is. We're going to have to position this thing correctly. We don't want it to stray off course. So, Alpha Raptor starts in 3, 2, 1 and go. I cannot change the viewing angle too much because I don't want it to go astray. And
Lost the lead.
Finally, we're going to see how fast an Alpha T-Rex is. I know that we are significantly faster, but that's okay. You can definitely outrun an Alpha T-Rex with even half of the speed that I have currently, but still, let's see how fast they are. We're going to have to position these Rex correctly though. Okay, regarding the last test, I actually had a small mess up in which I forgot to put infinite stats on my Alpha T-Rex and it lost out on stamina. So now we have the Alpha T-Rex set up just in the nice place and we actually have infinite stats enabled for the Alpha T-Rex. So let's see how fast a level 1 Alpha T-Rex is. Mind you, the Alpha T-Rex is actually the fastest enemy dino that we are going to face on the different maps. It's actually faster than even a Giga. I mean a Wild Giga, because Wild Gigas generally walk, they do not sprint, while the Alpha T-Rex can actually sprint. So let's see. Alpha T-Rex in 3, 2, 1, and go.
You have lost the
And we are
match.
done. Alright, now you have seen how fast a person can be if they are crazy enough to put all of their level ups into movement speed like this. Obviously, this is an experimental setup and you would definitely not be doing such a thing ever. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. This is going to be the first of several experimental videos because I know that some of you would be thinking, what about the watery part? If it was in water, how fast would this be? All that thing. And how does movement speed compare with oxygen? So that I'm going to be showing you in the very next video. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching, and this video was really a fun thing to make.